Who likes red? Wait a minute. Who doesn't like red? Oh, I'll be back in just a minute. I can't go over my red. I love red. Well, not an auspicious start, but a start. Of course, on a buzz bait. Won't hurt nothing either. Boy, he got it. Goodness gracious. Little Kentucky. So I filmed this video Tuesday. It's Saturday morning. I got to go fishing, and I had to fish. I fished yesterday too. I fished a tournament, so get to look forward to that. Anybody that knows me, besides the cruel things they'll say, and watches these videos, know I just am what I am. Ain't nothing fancy. I wish there was sometimes. I wish I was fancy in catching bass like I used to be. But I realized I realized I hadn't done an ending of the video the other day. Now I realized I hadn't really done a beginning of the video. The biggest problem is I misplaced a couple camera batteries this last week. I actually lost, I have no idea. Went fishing last week at that pond down the road, did a video. One of those batteries in the front seat of my truck. I remember it wasn't there when I went looking for it. So I'm down to one battery. Actually, I got batteries in today. One battery doesn't, even in this neat camera, doesn't work very well for filming videos. And truthfully, it wasn't a lot to film, except I just show catches and not the snatches. There's two different things, snatching and catching. Sometimes snatching turns into catching. So what the heck is he going on about now? So I'm going to do this video anyway. I'm horrible. I really shouldn't be allowed to do YouTube videos. My function in life is not working out the way I want to. My conjunction thing. I caught bass in practice, kind of. The fish were doing what I wanted them to do, kind of what I felt they ought to be doing. The tournament day was a little bit different. No excuses. There'll be another video come up next day or three. I didn't finish last. Actually, I finished middle of the pack, which is right next to last. Anyway, I hope you guys like this. It's some of it trying to explain, most of it just catching, so I'm going to do some explaining now because, again, I couldn't shoot much video. I started off like I always do in warm weather, is covering warm water, with a buzz bait, a spinner bait, moving, looking. And truthfully, more than I've done in years. I kept a trawl motor on 50% most of the day, except when it come time to pinpoint a particular target. Now the problem with this is I'm fishing the way I fished 35, 40 years ago, and it doesn't seem to be working the same. I've had discussions about this, and I'm still trying to prove to myself it's just me. It ain't the conditions, but in case anybody wants to make fun of me for the way I'm landing these fish, I'm struggling with my pain thing, my wrists and my shoulders, my elbows, it's all that joint stuff. I'm still going to get fixed hopefully this fall. I'm going to get looked at anyway. You know, I'm in the upper half of Lake the Ozark, fishing pretty stained water, which is my favorite. And actually practice day was cloudy. Most of the day, 3/4 of the day was cloudy. Didn't hurt nothing. I was around some shad, which kind of changed later on. Throwing a variety of baits. And I had 6 rods out. Not a lot of rods for me, maybe 7. But I had 2 square bills, a small one and a bigger one, because looking for size and 2 different colors. I had my little 1/4 ounce white spinner baits, the only spinner bait I threw all day, and a buzz bait. Flipping rods, I had a jig, which I never threw the jig in 2 days. It just didn't feel right. A worm, and a creature bait. All stuff that I make of myself, of course, because I need to catch fish on those baits. You guys want to buy baits. Somehow it makes sense. Covered a lot of water. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Oh, come here, girl. Look at that. That one's Fred Cowan. Boy, look at that gun on that fish. Oh my gosh. Look at that. All right. That one's for you, Ed. I went to a couple creeks I haven't been into, not just this century. One of them I haven't been in probably since '86. I remember trying to get into it in 96, the BSS tournament. It just wasn't water. Now, no water. There's the story of the day, because this is the upper lake of the Ozarks. There's some deeper water some places. The main channel still has some deeper water, and I just fished creeks. Now, in the tournament yesterday, I did fish the main lake a little bit, main river. Deep water. In these creeks I fished in this video, deep water, 4 foot. The couple, 3 places you see me fish this, except for the last fish I caught, last keeper I show, the deepest water in them isn't 5 foot. That's just the way it is. But that's okay. The fish live there. Now, well, they used to live there. They still caught fish in them. Back in the day, that's all you had to fish. They had to stay. I think they even stayed there all winter long, because I had to idle a third of a mile through 1.5 foot of water getting one of them. That's with lake, maybe just a foot down. Yeah, it's river fishing. It's a different kind of fishing than reservoir fishing, even though it is part of Lake of the Ozarks. Yeah, I'm having a hard time landing fish today without hurting my wrists. Another keeper. Well, there's 2 keepers. Boy, ain't that pretty fish? Look at that. So I did a lot of moving around, a lot of looking. But that first creek, I caught 2 keepers within 75 yards of each other. One on a spinnerbait, one on a buzzbait. Felt pretty good. There was some shad in there. No fish messing with them. We had the little bass out in the middle of the creek you always see, and you always can't help but throw to them. And once in a great while, I turn up something nice, but mostly just them little bitty runts. I felt pretty good. And the funny part is on the steeper side of the creek, which steeper side meaning 4.5 foot deep. I fished about an hour on the flat side of the creek and fishing boat docks and never got bit. Which, just kind of strange, but I don't do this very much anymore, so that's kind of one of the problems I have. The guys you're fishing against these tournaments, even these little bitty tournaments, they live on the water, they fish a lot. Sometimes there's guides, pros, not so much in this little circuit. But I'm fishing against guys that know where they can always go catch a keeper to, always. Well, I mean, they know where the fish are all the time. I don't know that. I've been on the water 3 times on Lake of the Ozarks since May. Yeah, between boat issues and just being busy. If I'm going to keep fishing tournaments, I'm going to say this again in the next video. And I have another video I'm going to do. I'm really going to lay into myself on it because it's still mostly on me. If I'm going to be fishing tournaments, I have no right to complain, to be upset with myself or anything else, because you have to have time on the water. There was back in the day, you know, as old guys say, yeah, it didn't matter. I pulled rabbits out of hats. Yeah, that don't seem to happen much anymore. I really didn't intend today to shoot a video on me practicing for a tournament, and I still may not have much of a video. Kind of fishing sloppy. I'm not worried about perfect catch. I just want one fish to show himself good enough to say, okay, they're over here too. So I can fish where I need to fish in tournaments instead of trying to hop around, trying to make things happen. If there's fish everywhere, that'd be awesome. I don't doubt there's fish everywhere. So again, not much of a video, y'all. I'm not going to apologize for it. It is what it is. I don't try to be fancy. I don't try to do anything cooler, greater, groundbreaking. I'm also not trying to teach anybody anything because obviously I am not good enough to teach anymore. I just ain't. I don't know. Not real upset about not being good enough. I just would like to have some of that stuff back from my 20s and 30s, but who wouldn't? There you go. That's it. Solar Bat link in the description. End of summer sale. Pretty important. 30% off. Also a free pair of safety glasses and a free hard case every $98 you spend. And if you use my promo code, it's in that link. Click on that link and use my promo code and get free shipping. It's all good. It's all groovy. I enjoyed my week fishing. That's all you need to know. Until the next video comes out, I'll whine and cry a little bit. Whatever. Fish with some really good guys, some cool dudes. I enjoy that part of Lake of the Ozarks so much more than the rest of the year. I'm going to be down in that lower lake. I like my stained water. I like my kind of fishing up there. I just struggle with it like I struggle with everything else. God bless you guys. Peace out. We'll talk at you. Keeper number 3 on a square bill. That's another nice one. Awesome.